In this episode, I'm exploring central Utah while working hard to balance spontaneous adventure with routine elements of life on the road. The day takes an unanticipated turn, leading me to an overlanding adventure that was a bit more than I bargained for.
That's not good.
Hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I've heard it from myself and other nomads. While living a life so many dream of, we're asked about the downsides of life on the road. It seems the same thing is often repeated, the hashtag van life impossible, if you will. Establishing a routine.
Ugh. Good morning from central Utah. I thought I'd bring you along with me today on a pretty typical looking day because I do kind of have like a normal day now. Well, this this is not normal, but what I'm trying to say is I think I'm developing a bit of routine. And by developing, I mean I'm fighting tooth and nail to find time, energy, balance in order to commit to a handful of healthy habits and support healthy, stress reduced lifestyle. So, come along. We know I've said it 1.5 million times lately, but slowing down in my travel has helped enable those changes. About 1.5 months ago, I posted a video about this product, the Renogy portable solar blanket, and I called it a game changer. I anticipated at the time that it was the solution I was waiting for that would allow me to stay stationary off-grid for longer periods of time. Oh, in a compact and portable format that would work for my micro rig. Well, it's been 1.5 months and the verdict is in. It's working. Like, really well. In fact, setting up the Renogy portable solar blanket has become part of my daily routine. And in fact, I've heard from some of you who've also purchased the Renogy portable solar blanket, and you're happy with it as well. So that makes me duly happy. I knew from initial testing that the solar blanket could pull impressive wattage. This one pulls up to 400 watts. But I was a little skeptical on how that would really last me for days on end off-grid, keeping up with my demands. Especially considering the volatile changes of weather the summer mountains are prone to. Surprisingly, she still has it handled. But you see right here, it's pretty well shaded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it because it's portable. On a day-to-day basis, I'm running my 12-volt refrigerator and freezer combo, charging up my cell phone/camera, charging my drone, supporting daily computer work on my laptop, and powering other miscellaneous small devices. Into the sun! Hey, look, I can make power too, but I can do it silently. But at the end of the day, when the sun dips below the horizon, I can safely store the portable solar blanket away inside my rig. Having the portable option leaves me feeling stealth and less like a target for vehicle break-ins. If you're thinking that this product that has been a game changer for me could be the right product for you, the time to act is now. In honor of their 15th anniversary, Renogy is celebrating Renogy Days. From June 20th to July 7th, they have special pricing on their products, including the portable solar blanket. Be sure to click the link in the description below to check out that special limited time pricing. Thanks, Renogy, for sponsoring this segment of the video.
I think from the outside looking in, it seems like it shouldn't be that hard to incorporate routine into this lifestyle. But for some reason, it is. And I'm stubborn, so it's been a long journey for me to try to admit that. But at this point, not only have I experienced it, but I've heard it enough times from other van life, car life, road lifers, whatever you want to call it, that I'm ready to accept that it is just a particularity of this lifestyle. Kind of. And packed up here. Let's see where the solar panel got us. 96% in 2.5 hours. Yay. I don't think I've mentioned this, but I'm actually kind of just traveling through this area. I'm headed to California to spend some time during the upcoming holiday with family. So there's actually a big hike that I'm prepping to do, hopefully tomorrow if the weather cooperates. And I don't want to take it out of myself today too much by getting out hiking in the heat. However, there is a pretty cool nearby site that I'd love to take you to before we head out and search for our campsite for tonight. Also, I stayed at a campground here last night instead of dispersed camping because it was the weekend and all of my typical dispersed campsites around this area were so crowded. But oddly, this campground was only like half full. Anyway, it's Sunday now, so things should be emptied out. I feel pretty confident that I could head up into the mountains where I want to be, ideally, where it will be cooler, and I'll be able to disperse camp up there. Gosh. So, yeah, it was $20 a night to stay here, but they do have pretty nice bathrooms with running water. Oh boy, it is hot. Let me tell you what, it is hot. 89 degrees already. Honestly, the Tusher Mountains are so underrated, but if anybody asks, it's terrible. So we've got a interpretive pole. Okay, I don't know. Let's go check this out. This is Dwelling Ruins, I think. Ranger's Dwelling. Oh man, it would be so beautiful to live right here though. The I-70 is right there. In fact, not too far down that is the end of the I-70. All right, we've got a foundation. Exciting, a foundation. Got to start somewhere, right? Dad jokes. Wow. It's Privy Ruins, you guys, come on. What, am I just supposed to stare down into a hole full of old poop? What? Why do I, is it just me? I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. Sorry, I'm sorry if you're offended, but what? This rock formation is probably the coolest thing over here, to be honest. Oh, wow. Okay. We've got the barn. And in honor of the barn, we've got some zebra statues. Wow. That's cool. Couple of zebras. Just kidding. I know they're horses. Jeez. I'm in a silly mood. What is up? It's probably that cup of coffee and no food. No, you didn't miss breakfast. I am fasting. So, yeah, sometimes when I have caffeine and no food, I get a little crazy. Interpretive trail is 3/4 of a mile long. That's gonna do it for me for hiking at this time of day. To be honest, my morning routine usually doesn't take that long, but when I'm intentionally filming it, you know, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, sorry folks, we're turning around here. There's a surprising amount of uphill for an interpretive loop with exactly 0 interpretive signs so far. Now I have been to this state park / national forest location before. It is pretty cool. It's worth checking out if you have some time and the weather is appropriate and you're headed along the I-70. Actually, last time I came here, it was on a date. The guy I met in Bryce Canyon National Park and convinced him to head out on this crazy, silly blizzard expedition with me in the winter mountains of the Tushers. I will link that video if you want to check it out. It was kind of a wild adventure, but there are some petroglyphs. Do I have heat stroke? Off the side of the road that I'll show you that are pretty cool. But yeah, we're headed back down to the car. I can't mess around in this heat like this. Ain't built for this. Tell you what. Oh my gosh. That's wrong with me. I think it's heat stroke. This little connector highway, this pass, was one of the last ones to open for this season, according to Utah Department of Transportation. Last time I was here in Utah, I was here for a couple weeks and I kept looking because I wanted to come do the hike that I'm planning on doing tomorrow. This road still wasn't open, so traveling through again, I'm glad to see it is open. Wait just 1 second. Look at this. Hold on. We gotta get out. Nobody's around. I haven't seen anybody else on this road. Don't worry. Oh my. Wow. It's a wildflower garden. Flowers. We've got the little yellow babies. I know that one's Indian paintbrush. Dandelions. I still like them. Oh my goodness. Wow, and then look out over here. Let's buy something else. Are these roses? I have no idea. Tell me. If you know, tell me. It's so pretty. All right. Am I overlanding right now? Because I feel like this qualifies. Beautiful. That is a beautiful deer. Wow. Oh my goodness. What's crazy is the place that I'm going, I've been there multiple times, but I've never driven all the way there. I've either backpacked in, I've snowshoed in. One time I had a snow machine drive me up there, which is a whole other random story. But yeah, I've never like driven there. So this is actually like a little surprise overlanding experience. I didn't put it together. It's making me nervous. Okay, almost through this part. Y'all can't tell. It literally looks flat on the camera. By the way, I just looked at a broader view of my Google map, and I did not need to come this way at all. I could have stayed on the 153. Google! What? That's not good. I don't know what that was. I'm kind of over it. I'm not built for this. Fortunately, I think the car kind of is.
All the birds in the clover, they were tired of the sky. So they laid in the cover.
Okay, wait a second.
Now they wait.
I'm back on asphalt. Thank you. It wasn't that bad. I'm being dramatic. But I'm glad it's done. Alright, that lasted literally like 2 minutes maximum, but this is the dirt road that I knew I needed to take. I do the dumbest things. I'm at camp.
They were all full of courage to stay here on the ground.
It is so beautiful here. I've been here before, but it is so beautiful. Adventure part of the day is done. That did kind of stress me out, but I have no regrets. However, I do regret the fact that it is a few minutes away from 5 p.m. and all I've had today is water and black coffee. So I desperately need to make some food, and then we're sliding into the part of the evening routine where I work on getting work done. Inevitably, there is some adventure that comes into each one of my days, which I'm grateful for. But I am stubborn and I am determined to make this work with a routine that supports healthy habits. Why? Because I love this lifestyle and also is often repeated by us nomadic folks, the freedom that comes with it. And part of me can't help but wonder, is it the ever-changing rhythm of life on the road that makes routine feel so elusive? Or is it something deeper? Is it the wild, untamed, wandering spirit within us nomads, always longing to be carried off like a seed on the wind, that makes it so hard to settle, to root? Because routine, after all, is a kind of anchor to the earth, to root, grounding. A gentle tether to the passing days, to the soft ticking of time, to something that feels, if only faintly, like normal. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out the Renogy special limited time pricing for Renogy days. Thank you for watching.